Online, WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne along with Jonathan Dent here at Radio Center and sucking up a few rays right now out there, Jonathan.
It's nice out there.
Not too bad at all. Temperature's warming up a little bit. What do we have on the thermometer?
We've made it to 40.
Oh!
We don't have the airport's current stats, but right now out in downtown Midlands at 40. Here at Radio Center, 42 degrees with a relative humidity of 70 and calm winds. So it's a pretty pleasant. It's shaping up to be a very pleasant day.
Well, it was gorgeous this morning. Went out early before the sun came up, did a little walking around, and that nice cool air kind of got you going. A little that cool air in the lungs, and when the sun came up, I mean, it was just a very nice spring morning. And temperatures by the time we're all done will be at average levels for this time of the year, which makes it even better. We're looking at about 48 degrees is what we're projecting, and that's average. Yesterday, we were right about there as well. We made it up to 49 at the airport. A few of you did see some 50 degrees. And just like today, I really think we're going to see some 50s. Southern Michigan, it looks like they're warming up a little bit too, but they're not really much warmer than what we are.
No, not really. Mostly just hovering around that low 40s mark right now. Let me see. What do we got? We do have 139 degree in Detroit. So
okay,
right around where we're at right now.
Yeah. And northern Michigan, where you would expect it to be a little bit cooler, it is, but not much.
No.
The big claim to fame in northern Michigan is the amount of snow they've got on the ground. With all of this crazy weather, they picked up quite a bit over the weekend. A couple of these systems that went through, we got the mix, we got a little bit of snow. We picked up some rain out of the deal. It was all snow up there. And I'm taking a look at, East Jordan. They've got about a foot on the ground. Gaylord has more than a foot, 14 inches. Sault Ste. Marie currently has 16. Harrisville has got a foot of snow on the ground. Cadillac looking at a couple 3. Atlanta looking at 3 inches. Traverse City has 4. You'd know this. Standish doesn't have much of anything.
Nope. Pretty clear grounds up there.
It's pretty clear right there. Mayo, they say officially has 3 inches, but you get back in the woods, they've got a little bit more than that. So not all that bad if you want to do some outdoor snow activity. Northern Michigan is a place to go. Upper Peninsula looking at still some nice snow, and they tell me the trails aren't all that bad up there. So late season. I know in years past, sometimes the Palm Sunday weekend, you'd have a chance to go snowmobiling in the northern part of the Lower Peninsula in years past. But of course, we all know Easter fluctuates from weekend to weekend. Speaking of that, kind of an interesting statistic that I took a look at and noticed, the record low on this date is 4.
Wow.
And that was set back 100 years ago today.
Okay. I don't think we have any danger of hitting that today.
And no. But what's really interesting is there's not just 1 or 2, but there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 record low temperatures set back 100 years ago during this time span.
Really?
It started with the 19th. Then we hit it again on the 26th. 19th, we were 1 below zero 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
On the 7th, or on the 26th, we were 7 degrees. The 28th, we were 4 degrees. That's today. Tomorrow, the record low is 7. That was set back in 1923. And then the 30th, 5, and the 31st, 2. All record lows set 100 years ago. So kind of unusual to see that happen, but it does. A lot of times we talk about the record highs, and how warm it is. And 2012, we had all sorts of record highs in the month of March, but record lows 100 years ago, 1923. Yeah, it was. And there were a number of, I looked it up, and there were a number of days where we didn't break records, but we were well below average in the month of March. So we've had our chilly days. And it does appear as though right now, record base wise, we're pretty much done with the foot accumulations of snow in one day. Just a couple of days ago, we had that. That was a record amount of snow.
Yeah.
So things are kind of coming our way just a little bit.
Spring's coming. We can hope.
Well, I tell you, you get that first 60-degree day, and guess what? That's going to be Friday, probably. There'll be some thunderstorms around. And I mentioned it yesterday. We're going to keep our eye on this particular system because that one is coming from the West Coast. It's going to be trucking right along, aimed right at us. And it does appear right now as though that system is going to have a lot of severe weather with it, starting in the central part of the United States late Thursday night. And then during the day on Friday, the advanced projections are for severe weather to be in the forecast starting from Illinois, northern Illinois, all the way down into Texas and ahead of it. So folks in the southern Gulf states and the southeastern part of the United States have seen more than their share of severe weather over the past, several weeks. And it looks as though that's not going to let up anytime soon.
Another round coming through.
Yep. I got a funny feeling that's going to happen. So in a nutshell, what are we looking at? We have a low pressure system that's already gone by us. We're going to be looking at another one that will affect our weather. We are seeing some light cloudiness moving into the southwest corner of the lower peninsula right now. But for us, clouds will be increasing later in the afternoon. Sunshine 48 for a high, 31 for a low tonight. We'll have a light west breeze, 5-10 miles per hour. That's going to be it. It'll turn more southwesterly tonight because the next system will be affecting our weather. Looking for lows, we set at 31. Sun will set this evening at 7:58, rise tomorrow morning at 7:24. And during the day tomorrow, 10 degrees cooler.
Wow.
Than what we'll get today. 38 is our projected high. Morning precipitation in the form of snow. That system will plow through right after midnight, giving us a little bit of liquid stuff. Southwest wind gusting to 25 miles per hour late tonight after midnight. Then tomorrow, we'll work our way up close to the 40-degree mark, but I don't think we're going to make it. We'll have a west breeze gusting to 30 miles per hour as that system moves through. It'll become partly cloudy tomorrow afternoon, but tomorrow morning for that morning commute, might be a little slick out there. So plan on giving yourself just a little bit more time. We will have a rain and snow mix, and some forecasters, we'll get some accumulation, maybe a half inch, and that's going to be it before the sun comes out. Then high pressure over the Dakotas will be taking over. That's why it'll be as chilly as what it is. Tomorrow night, 22 for a low. That high pressure system in the Dakotas is going to be moving into southern Wisconsin tomorrow. And then we'll keep our eye on the low pressure system we were talking about to affect us as we roll into the second half of the weekend. It's going to be in Utah tomorrow night into Thursday morning. I think we're going to see a continuation of the relatively clear skies that will move in later in the day on tomorrow. Then on Thursday, mostly sunny, 45. So we'll work our way back up, but we will be looking at that frontal system moving through 36 for a low on Thursday night. And then the rain shower activity will start to kick in. Real good chance of showers after midnight, spilling over into the day on Friday. Upper 50s, 60 degrees, not out of the question for Friday. Friday night, the rain shower activity is going to continue, and it'll continue into at least Saturday morning. So this system is going to be situated over Iowa on Friday, and it's going to be so intense that it will be pushing all that moisture right up at us. It'll move, but slowly, and that's why we're looking at a pretty good chance of rain shower activity kicking in after midnight on Thursday night, pretty much on again, off again all day on Friday into Saturday before everything finally moves out Saturday afternoon. Upper 40s for a high on Saturday, but dropping like a lead balloon on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. But then on Sunday, we're looking at sunshine, upper 40s once again, and Monday to start the work week, upper 50s with partly cloudy skies. So
Strap in.
yeah, get ready.
There's lots of ups and downs on
Ups
that.
and downs and
thermometer.
all arounds, bloody nose type weather. I guess that's the way you look at it. Incidentally, record high in this state is 78. That was set back way back in 1946. And again, we're not going to break that one either.
No.
More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. We're going to take a look at our markets here in just a moment. But before we do that,
that's all coming up. But before that, the weather report today brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. They've got the farm alls on display right now to help you get the job done. You got a lot of things on the calendar coming up here. You're going to have some equipment around that'll make that job get done efficiently and a little bit quicker. Well, they've got the farm all tractor for you at Weiss Equipment. Those farm alls, it's a very good reason why they call it a farm all, because that's exactly what it does. There's a whole list of things that farm all tractor can do, and with that horsepower range of 35 to 140, you can count on it. Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth knows that getting the job done starts with choosing the right farm all, so that's why they carry a lot of farm all series tractors, from the value pack compact farm all A to the deluxe compact farm all C and C series with cabs. So the tractor does it all. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farm All. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Jonathan, as far as our markets are concerned, it does appear as though we've got kind of a mixed bag going on right now, but soybeans are having a pretty good day so far.
They need it.
Oh, yeah.
After what we've seen the last couple of weeks.
It was working pretty hard there, the markets against the soys, but things are beginning to improve just a little bit. I think not only are we looking at some export news, which is good, but we're also looking at a not so hot projection from South America when it comes to their soybean crop. We got a good one, but nothing like what they were talking about. And then the other thing, and Gary Coffin brought it up yesterday at Star of the West, we've got that government report coming out, the planting intentions on the 31st. So we're getting a lot of positioning going on, because the chatter right now is that some guys are going to be putting a little bit more corn in the major states, the I states, some of those that they really pay attention to. So as a result, right now, corn at MAC and Breckenridge is unchanged on the nearby at 603. The new crop is up a little bit. It's at 510. The soybeans up 16 at MAC, 1424, with the new crop up 11 at 1239. The wheat is up 3. That would make the white wheat at 651, the red wheat at 616. The new crop up 3 at 712 for the white, 648 on the red. Now, taking a look at the Board of Trade right now, soybeans, we are looking on the May contract up 16. That would make it 14.58 and a quarter. July contract is up 16 as well at 14.36 and a half. Corn is pretty close to unchanged. May is at 6.47 and a quarter. The July is at 6.28 and a quarter. And wheat, showing that 3 to the positive side. May contract in Chicago is at 7.01 and a quarter. July contract is at 7.12 and a half. Mercantile Exchange yesterday, Jonathan, we had a real good positive Merc.
That's good to see.
Yeah,
I think
it didn't hang in there very long.
all right.
At least we're not, sliding down with 50 mile per hour on the sled here. We're trading real narrow mixed in the beef complex, anywhere from 10 to 15 cents to the negative to down about 65. In the pork complex, we're looking at negatives there. It was a strong pork day yesterday. We're down anywhere from 50 cents to 80 cents to the negative. Crude oil is picking up a little momentum here. The May contract is right now up 51.5. That would make it 73.32.5. The market report brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. For those of you that collect the tractors and you want them to look good for the shows coming up this summer, you got a little work to do yet? Hey, Steiner can help you. All you got to do is give them a call at 800-234-3280 or go to their website at steinertractor.com. They understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. Take care of business by contacting the folks at Steiner Tractor. Also, by the folks at Kryjak's House Family Restaurant. Want to give mom a break? You want to enjoy a really good meal and have fun while you're doing it? Kryjak's House can take care of you. Some of you that go to the sunrise service at Easter, you like that Easter breakfast and lunch combination? I do. Kryjak's House specializes in that. But you better reserve your table because they fill up really quick. 989-894-5531 is the way that you can do it. Corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. Jonathan, who do we have online?
We're going to head on over and talk with Craig Voorhees this morning from Rummel Insurance. Craig, how are you today?
I'm doing well, fellas. How about yourselves?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. Let's talk a little bit. I saw on Sunday, and I've seen really over the last month and a half, when the weather's nice, the sun's out, there's hardly a breeze, there's motorcycles running up and down the street.
Already.
Wow. And yesterday, or I should say Sunday, there were quite a few of them out. And this morning, Craig, I saw a group of 6 driving on M46 heading east. We got some real diehards out there, don't we?
Yeah, we certainly do. And I saw several of them on Sunday as well. And it just brings up something we should remind folks. If you took the insurance off of your motorcycle or reduced your coverage over the winter to try and save a few dollars, which makes sense, but don't forget to call your agent and put the coverage back on the bike when you want to ride it. And preferably you do that, Monday through Friday when the office is open, because Saturday or Sunday when the weather's nice, you don't think about it, and we can't help you with that, unfortunately, when the office is closed.
And we do run into a problem, excuse me, this time of the year. There are potholes out there, and a motorcycle is no different than a car. All of a sudden, that pothole is right up on you, especially when you're trying to turn the corner, a curve, and the pothole is right where you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, I used to ride a bike, Terry, and those things do hurt when you hit them. And the other thing they do is they tend to put gravel on the road, which is also not a fun thing to encounter when you're on 2 wheels.
No, not at all. The other thing that a lot of folks really need to understand is, even though the motorcycle might have their headlights on, and most of them that I see do, motorcycles are hard to see.
They are, surprisingly. I'm not really sure why, but you're right. Even when they're lit, and they just seem to hide in blind spots, and for some reason they're just not easy to see. So it's another thing that we have to do with the warm weather in springtime, is just pay extra attention. We're going to have not only motorcycles on the road, but pedal bikes and all kinds of other stuff. So got to have our eyes on the road and not on our phone when we're behind the wheel.
You bring up a real good point, and maybe want to cover this in the future. Not only are we going to see motorcycles and maybe some ATVs or side-by-sides or something on the road, but we're going to start to see some big farm equipment on the road, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And that's easier to see, but it's also harder to avoid because of the size, especially if you're on some of the back roads. So you got to make sure you're giving those folks plenty of room because they're just out there doing their job like the rest of us. And we don't want to make life more difficult for them.
And, a lot of folks don't realize not only how slow those vehicles are going and how big they really are, but a lot of our farmers, a lot of our big equipment people, they do, if they can, find a culvert or something for to pull off, so who's ever behind them can get by them. So I guess patience is really a key for both not only the farmer but also for the person stuck behind.
Yeah, you took the word right out of my mouth, Terry. Patience is the key thing this time of year. Again, those folks are out doing their job. They're not there trying to annoy you, and they will get over as soon as they can, but just give them room because those things, they don't move fast, they don't accelerate fast, and they don't stop fast. So you just got to give them more room no matter what.
Good advice. Craig, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
We will, Terry. We'll enjoy the sun.
All right. We sure will. You bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Take a break and right back.
Attention car and truck shoppers. Are you looking for the best offer around? At Cook Chevrolet and Vassar, Silverado shoppers have two great offers. Right now, leases on a loaded Silverado, including heated seats and even heated steering wheel, start as low as $391 a month. Do you prefer to own your truck? Did you know that with rates as low as 0%, you can save as much as $10,000? That's better than any rebate ever offered on a pickup. And right now at Cook Chevrolet, you can lease an Equinox as low as $220 a month, and that's phenomenal. Get out to Cook Chevrolet, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar, where you'll find loads of Blazers, Equinoxes, Silverados, and even more.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $2,780 on Equinox, $3,050 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at our new web address, cookchevysuperstore.com. That's cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Along with us, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. And Jonathan, what did Jerry say that we should do?
Something about Guns N' Roses.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we always need to listen to a little music while we're gardening. And so we were talking about some things this morning, and your earlier caller was just talking about having a little patience. And so we were thinking that Guns N' Roses have a little song, We Need Some Patience. And so it's the same thing with everything we do. Not just trying to get around farm equipment, but in gardening. Sometimes you want things to green up faster. We don't want to deal with the snow mold that's now kind of out there, and our grass will green up 3 weeks late, and that's a big problem for people. So just patience, people. It'll all be okay. Listen to that Guns N' Roses songs, and life will be good.
Now, I did have a listener yesterday ask me about the stuff that you put on the flower bed. And is it a good time to do that? Because she thought she heard you say once before that the preem, it was probably a good time to be doing that.
Yes, it is. You can get that down now because two things when applying preem. Number one, it's photodegradable. So that means the sun eats it up and it degrades and goes away. So if you sprinkle it on top of the ground and don't activate it, either by rolling it into the soil and or watering it, just goes away and it loses effectiveness very quickly. So that's the other thing too, is watering. If you lay it down underneath mulch or underneath something, now the sun isn't getting it, but it's not activated to control the weeds until we get some moisture to get it to come off that nice bright yellow prill and into the soil and have some contact. So it has to be activated as well. So those are the two big things when applying pre-emergent. Number one, get them out of the sun. Number two, get them watered in and activated. You'll have much better control.
Good advice. Jerry, have a great day, okay?
Yes, sir.
And have a little patience, okay? Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping Garden Center in Essexville. No patience there. He's probably got another call coming up.
Probably.
And we do too. We'll touch base with Steve Anderson over at Baird & Company right after this.
The revolutionary, patented design of New Holland Tiger Points helps optimize soil health by lifting, twisting, and rolling compacted soil in both wet and dry conditions. Available at Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, and Beale City, New Holland Tiger Points maximize water and root infiltration, minimize runoff and soil erosion, and increase subsoil moisture for greater yield and profit potential. For more information, visit Ellen's Equipment today.
Over to Baird and Company we go right now. Steve Anderson, did the guys in New York have a little patience today?
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Well, markets are mixed, but they're still a bit patient. Dow Jones Industrial Average is ahead by 81 points right now, putting it at 32,513, and the volume there is 272 million shares. The Nasdaq, however, is down 67 points, putting it at 11,702 on volume of 289 million shares. Stocks of local interest, we got Caterpillar 219.60 up 160, Deere 396.02 up 301. CMS 60.99 up 95, Dow 52.83 up 83, DuPont 69.53 up 59, Corteva 58.58 up 88, GM 34.38 down 8, Trinzio is 20.38 up 76, Walmart 144.35 up 18, Huntington Bank 11.14 up 2, Independent Bank 17.62 up a penny, and AT&T is down 1 penny at 18.86. So,
all right. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome, Terry. Have a great day.
Hey, I will. You too. Steve Anderson over at Baird and Company. You got a little music for our patients here?
Oh, I was just pulling this up just
go ahead.
Out of curiosity here.
That's it.
There it is.
There you go. Yeah.
Have a little patience.
Just a little patience. We'll be right back with more.
Star of the West Milling Company is hiring. Star of the West is looking for hardworking, self-motivated people to join the team for the 2023 spring season. A career opportunity open house is Thursday, April 6th at 4 p.m. at 3761 East Wademan Road in Rosebush. Star of the West is looking for yard help, CDL drivers, and custom application team members. You must be able to pass a DOT physical and drug screen. Certain qualifications are necessary. See Star of the West on April 6th from 4 till 7 p.m. in Rosebush for more information. Star of the West Milling is an equal opportunity employer.
Just got a text from Joe Kramer over at the Michigan Bean Commission. Joe's going to be on our program tomorrow. We were talking, Jonathan, about South America and some of the what's going on there as far as their harvest goes. Joe's going to be talking about Argentina. So keep that in mind. All right.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local beans, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. They've been doing that since 1991. So contact your nutritionist or local feed dealer today and ask them about Exceller meal from Quality Roasting of Reese. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.